So, you've heard it a million times, right? AI is coming for your job. But what if I told you there's one skill it can never, ever replace? And honestly, it's the most important one you'll ever learn.
Look, everyone is obsessed with what AI can do. But that's not the real story. The real story, the one that matters for you, is about what it can't do. Because that's your advantage.
I mean, AI is an absolute beast. It can churn through mountains of data in a blink, write all your emails for you, and even code an entire website. It's a machine built for logic and pure computation.
But here's the line in the sand. AI runs on data, on ones and zeros. You run on feelings, on connections, on empathy. And that's something a machine just can't fake.
Think about it. AI can't read the room during a tense meeting. It can't build real trust or inspire a team to do something amazing. That's your superpower. That's where you win, every single time.
And let's get real for a second. This isn't just about your 9 to 5. It's about your whole life. You know, the messy, emotional, beautifully human parts.
Have you ever been stuck just overthinking a simple decision? Or had one of those conversations at work where it feels like you and your colleague are speaking different languages? Ever felt completely misunderstood? Or, ugh, this one's the worst. Blurted out something you immediately wished you could take back? Yeah, we've all been there.
So it makes you wonder, right? Why do really smart people, people with all the skills and the high IQ, still sometimes fail? What's the missing piece of the puzzle?
Well, here it is. This is the big secret. It's not about what you know. It's about how you handle what you feel. Getting a handle on your emotions, that's the real game changer.
And you know, this is where most of us get it totally wrong. We spend years and years learning math, history, and science, but when did anyone ever sit us down for a class on our own emotions? It's like we missed the most important subject of all.
But here's the really good news. This isn't some secret talent you're either born with or not. It's a skill, and you can absolutely learn it. These feelings aren't weaknesses. They're your superpowers waiting to be unlocked.
We're talking about emotional intelligence, or EQ, and it's really just this. It's the way you combine your brain and your heart to make better decisions and build real, authentic connections with people.
So let's break it down into 3 core superpowers. First up, self-awareness. That's just knowing what you're actually feeling. Next is self-control. This is all about choosing how you react instead of just letting your emotions run the show. And finally, social awareness, which is being able to understand how other people are feeling too.
Sounds pretty good, right? But how do you actually start doing it? Let's get super practical with a simple 3-step workout you can start today. Okay, 3 super simple steps. Step 1, pause. When you feel strong emotion bubbling up, just stop. Take a breath. Create a little space between that feeling and what you do next. Step 2, name it. Seriously, just say to yourself, I feel frustrated or I feel anxious. The simple act of labeling the emotion actually helps calm your brain down. And step 3, listen. I mean, really listen. Don't just wait for your turn to talk. Listen to actually understand where the other person is coming from.
Because when it all comes down to it, it's this simple. Your IQ might get you the job, sure, but it's your EQ that builds your entire life.
In a world that's becoming more and more about AI, your humanity is your single greatest strength. So let me ask you this. What's one emotion you need to get to know a little better today?